if it isn't the dynamic duo! Nice to see you boys again.
The barn is a disaster. Let me guess. Nefarious.
Who else? He zapped everything in sight with that hideous ray of his. A zap zap here, and a zap zap there. Here a zap, there a zap.
Everywhere a zap zap.
You must have been worried that Nefarious would hit you.
I was. I'm glad I was able to outrun him.
Yeah, good thing you
Outrun him?
Just a little joke.
King Hugh has been very kind to me, despite the fact that I'm a stranger to these parts.
Oh yes, he's a darling. But he should really try venturing out into the great outdoors a little more often, don't you think? I mean, that yellow complexion of his just doesn't scream healthy to me. I, on the other hand, get plenty of fresh air and sunlight. In fact, a little too much sunlight. That's why I wear this hat. Not only is it a must accessory, it also protects my hair from sun damage. Between you and me, my hair can get so dried out and unmanageable, it's like straw.
But it is like straw.
Well, thank you.
Well, we gotta be going.
All right, boys, but don't forget about your friend the Carecrow. Be sure to keep me posted, as if I wasn't already.
Marge!
Polly?
Mistress Marge and Punisher Polly, divas of destruction.
Hello, ladies.
Ladies?
Well, not technically speaking, of course. Nefarious hit the barn, didn't he?
I guess a half dozen times.
And I've never felt better. Harder! Harder! Tenderize this side of beef.
Bad cow! Bad cow! Take that!
Flux, we can't just stand here.
You're absolutely right. Lux Whipping Boy Wildly, reporting for duty.
You guys,
Harder! My hide's getting numb.
this just isn't healthy.
Yeah, I know. A cow wearing leather. It's just not right.
Begging your forgiveness, mistress, but I can't whip any harder.
Then use something else, you worthless insect.
But I've already tried everything in the barn.
You got anything we can use? Pliers? Staple gun? Flamethrower?
I think I might have some toenail clippers.
Forget it.
Say, where's Elmer?
Yeah, it's not like him to move.
Elmer? That's a sticky question.
Very sticky.
I haven't seen Elmer for quite a while, but he's certainly around here somewhere.
You get the feeling they're not telling us something?
That's okay. If it's what I think it is, we didn't want to know anyway. What's wrong with your Chunatron? Call me crazy, but I swear it's making glue.
Of course it is, can't you read? It's a gluatron. With it, I'm making the finest glue in the world. The quickest drying, the strongest smelling. I know you want it, but you can't have any. That ridiculous whip. There's got to be something better.
Well, see you later. It's been disturbing.
Careful with that whip. You could hurt somebody.
Don't spare the rod.
Glue is something you earn, slug. What have you done for us lately?
There's no way I'm putting my hand in there. Who needs fertilizer? I'd rather have this stuff.
Whip my cream.
Mind if I take a whack at that strengthometer?
Sure, go ahead. Here's your lucky mallet.
No thanks. I brought my own.
Yes! What? That's impossible. I mean... Well, congratulations. You don't think I'm impressed. You know what they say about guys who need big mallets.
Okay, Squid Boy, where's our Chablis?
Yeah, here. Take your freaking wine.
Hey, this isn't Chablis. This says it's Captain Blowhard's prune wine.
Yeah, and I hope you both choke on it.
I'm sure it wouldn't hurt if I just took one.
That's a Cutopian pepper plant. Peparium sweetus ad nauseum.
Oopsie, I seem to have spilled weed killer on this nice briar patch.
Unlucky!
Drew Black, the notorious vegetable pillager of Cutopia, strikes again!
I think you'll find that peppers are actually classified as fruit brews.
Whatever. The first round was so good, maybe I'll try seconds. Hello, fiend.
Greetings and salivations.
Just so we're, completely clear on this, what kind of wine did you want us to get?
A connoisseur like me drinks only the finest voltage. Something with a nice croquet and a fancy label.
Finest vintage. Nice bouquet. Fancy label. Got it.
You haven't got a thing. Now stop asking stupid questions and get me my wine before I get infuriated.
So, baby, do you prefer red or white?
Meat?
Wine.
Either, as long as it's classy.
An excellent choice, sir. Well, we've got to go.
Yeah, we're off to see our grandmother.
That's just fine by me, just as long as her cellar's well stoked.
Yeah! We're in a stew pot!
Don't worry, little buddy. I'll have us out of here in a jiffy. BB, there's been a silly mistake. We seem to have fallen into your soup.
You lost me. What was the mistake?
Well, I mean, Flux and I clearly don't belong in this cook pot. We're, still alive.
Bro, don't give him any ideas.
Listen, BB.
You know, it sort of breaks prototype to be on a first-name basis with dinner. Let's go back to the Mr. Wolf thing.
Listen, Mr. Wolf, it's getting really warm in here.
That's the idea.
If you eat us, King Hugh is going to be very unhappy.
That joker wouldn't be unhappy if he saw his mother get flatulent by a bus. Besides, he's got no authorship in these woods. Out here, I am king, and you are dinner.
Okay, I think it's time to move on to Plan B.
What was Plan B again?
Coming up with Plan C.
I was afraid of that.
Get out of the way! Get...
That hot pot sure got rid of the wolves.
Not to mention all my muscle aches.
There must be a more convenient way to do that. I'll just put this back where I found it.
Hey, I didn't know you could cook. I mean bake. I mean barbecue.
That was cool. But remember, don't try this at home. BB's pot runneth over. The wolves' dinner table, crushed. That holds the spin.
Ah, trusted henchman. Enter.
Come in, Majesty.
I need you to take care of a meddler.
Another Cutopian?
No, this meddler is an alien. And he is not alone. He travels with a Zanian.
Oh, don't worry, your monstrousness. We'll get...
I never said I was worried.
No, of course not, Your Excellency. Sorry.
Find them at once and lock them away.
Forgive me, Majesty, but for how long?
Well, gosh, I don't want to seem unreasonable. So how about forever?
Hello, Fluffy.
Oh, boy! My special friends are back!
Drew, if I ever get like that, shoot me.
I guess you heard that Nefarious hit the farm.
I know, and I think it's just terrible. But in times of trouble, there's no point getting upset. You just have to take a deep breath and smile and say, damn you, Nefarious! That was my barn! My barn! And what I mean is, you should always look on the bright side. Happy day! Happy day!
Whatever you say, Fluffy. And you too, Fluffy.
See you later, Fluffy.
You'll be back soon. It's hard to stay away from such cuteness and charm.
Not really.
Fluffy, we have a special surprise for you.
It's popcorn, isn't it? Right? Isn't it? Huh? So what are you waiting for? Give me my popcorn!
Sure. Here you go.
Popcorn! My favoriteest! Oh, boy! Here, you can have this old cotton candy. I hate it anyway.
Thanks. There's a hole in the side of the cupboard. Ready, Flux? We've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Let's find out what top-secret royal goodies are locked away in this cupboard. It's a top-secret royal stuffed kitty cat.
Hurrah!
Whoops! Look at that. That toy cat just fell off the shelf and landed in my pocket.
Stealing from his royal smiliness is truly despicable, Drew. Do it again.
All right, go
After
on.
you.
You're first.
Forget about it! Wow! Just shut up! Yes,
Oh, yes. The fugitives are around here somewhere. I can smell them.
I think that might have been me.
Perhaps the fugitives are at the costume shop, procuring garments with which to disguise themselves.
Move it!
Something tells me those three unpleasant henchmen-like voices belong to Nefarious's three unpleasant henchmen.
What are we gonna do? Think!
Think, Flux, think.
Move it! They can't have gotten far!
Phew! That was a little too close for comfort.
No kidding. Talk about small dressing rooms. It was kind of dicey when the henchmen came in, too.
Sigh. Would you like to trade books?
Mating habits of the malevolated forest squirrel? Oh my god! No way.
Way.
What a totally cool book. Thank you so much.
Enigma, a book of insoluble paradoxical puzzles. Hello?
Ah, one of those strong silent types, huh? Hey, I admire a guy who...
Who you calling a guy?
Certainly not you, ma'am.
So, what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
Quit the two-bit patter, mister. I ain't got the stomach for it.
Really?
Yeah, really. Say, what's your boyfriend getting at?
Nothing. Nothing at all. We were just wondering what you were doing, standing here.
Where everyone can see you.
I'm here to make sure no two-bit saps try slipping into CDs without the proper attire.
Great. Well, since that obviously doesn't apply to us, I'm sure you won't mind if we just head on inside.
What did I just say?
I believe it was a gaseous emission more than an actual statement.
Wise guy, huh? Well, Crackin' Foxy won't get you birds anywhere with me. I said no one gets into cities without the proper attire. Now beat it.
Please, Madame Bouncer, my friend and I would be most grateful if you let us into the club.
You girls must have took a wrong turn somewhere. This ain't Sapsville, and I ain't your mama. If you two ain't got the proper attire, then you're taking the long road to nowhere.
Drill, talking to this throwback isn't getting us anywhere.
You're right, Flux. We aren't getting through to her. It's like we're speaking different languages. Wait a minute. That's it! Flux, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sincerely doubt it. Unless you're thinking about how fun it is to slap yourself on the butt and yodel, "Whoa, Nelly!"
I'm thinking we need to change our approach. We need to start speaking her language.
Her language? Oh, no. Don't even think about it.
So, from now on, kid, throw your yap in overdrive. Make like a tough guy. Punctuate your sentences with C. See?
This is the most ridiculous plan I ever heard. See?
Hello, sweaty eyes.
What do you want, you lousy two-bit parasite?
Step aside, sweetheart. We want into that club, see?
Gee, that's too bad. The sign says proper attire required. Something wrong with your blinkers?
They're not in our armpits, if that's what you mean.
Keep asking for it and you'll get it. Plenty.
Don't get excited, lady. Just tip us all to the proper attire. We'll see what we can do. What do we need? A tie?
A fez?
Tux?
A gorilla suit!
All right, that's it. No more Mr. Nice Girl.
You don't scare us very much at all.
Yeah, so why don't we all just step Outside.
We are outside.
Well, that was unpleasant. Hey, little lady. Your dance card full tonight?
Careful, Twiggy. Unless you're hungry for a knuckle sandwich.
Say, are you sweet with Nefarious?
The Count? He's not my type.
Yeah? What exactly is your type? Wait, don't tell me. 10 feet tall, covered with hair, and a waistline that stretches from here to next Tuesday.
Your boyfriend's a real sweetheart. But somebody ought to tell him that people get loose teeth for talking like that.
Take it easy, sister. All we want is a little dirt on the Count.
What do you birds want to know?
What's his game?
What's his angle?
What's his scheme?
What's his angle?
That's a lot of questions.
That's okay. We got a lot of time.
Well, I ain't.
Well then, neither do we.
Well then, get out of my face.
A pleasure. So long, sister.
Flux, I'll handle the interrogations from now on, okay? Here's looking at you, kid.
Get out of my face.
Hi there, Mr. Robot.
Robot? Do not belittle me, you diseased sack of offal. I am a synthetic mega-ultra genius.
That's smug for short, right?
Ah, very amusing. Make your cheap acronym-based cracks while you can, Pond Slime. One day, cybernetic beings, like myself, will take over the world. And when that day comes, life will not be a container of cherries for you and your kind. You will all be eradicated, exterminated, annihilated, obliterated, and terminated, of course, with extreme prejudice. Resistance will be futile.
A robot hell-bent on taking over the world. Now there's something new.
Yeah, this guy's a walking cliche, except he's on wheels. What's with all the piles of junk? Trash collector on strike?
Fool! These piles of junk are the most sophisticated robots in the world, and I designed every one of them myself.
No offense, but this is obviously the work of a very sick mind.
Sick mind? You insult me. This is no mere mind. I'm equipped with a 100% synthetic, error-free positronic brain. A brain infinitely superior to the gray lump of mucus that shivers and sweats in your monkey skull. But that's not all. In parallel, my brain is supported by a one-of-a-kind, state-of-the-art, twin-turbo, self-cleaning, air-conditioned, micro-macro processor.
Whoa, that's one hell of a chip you got on your shoulder.
Correct. Go ahead, ask me a question. I can answer anything.
You say you can answer anything, right?
Affirmative. Anything.
Then I have a question. What if someone were to ask you a question you couldn't answer?
Can't happen, period.
But suppose it did.
I told you, that can't happen.
So, you can't answer my question?
Fine, if it were to happen. Which it can't. I suppose well, first I'd experience excruciating pain as my circuit started to sizzle. Then I'd start to shake uncontrollably as I lost control of even the most basic functions. And finally, my head would hurtle into the air like a rocket, rendering me a useless heap of scrap metal with no more brain power than your average kitchen appliance. Did I mention that this cannot happen?
Good thing. That sizzling circuit stuff sounded like it would hurt.
Actually, the thought alone caused me considerable discomfort. Allow me to repay you in kind.
Hey!
Ah, that made it all better.
So who buys your, creations, anyway?
The elite of the Malevolans, of course. Count Nefarious himself is my best customer.
I bet he's a tough one to please.
There isn't a more cold-hearted, calculating, manipulative creature in the Malevolans. We get along like a domicile on fire. It's almost a pity that he, too, will die when the machines take over.
Do tell.
One glorious day, I will command an army of death machines. whose primary objective will be to rid the world of all lesser beings. That is to say, everything that is not a machine. Thanks to our superior minds, powerful bodies, and heavy-duty death guns, you and your kind will find yourselves deader than the nails that are used indoors.
That's what you think, Boltneck. But bear in mind that other catchy saying, don't count your young domestic fowls before they've hatched.
So, what sort of robotic masterpiece have you whipped up for his royal unpleasantness? A nose hair trimmer?
A bubble bath dispenser?
A robotic foot massage?
Of course not. All of my creations have one thing in common. This.
An electrified finger? That must be kinda limiting.
No, idiot. The ability to cause terrible pain. Or at least considerable inconvenience. For instance, I've just completed a device of the utmost importance. An impenetrable cell door for the Malevolence prison. Mark my words, no one will ever escape from the Count's jail again.
Brilliant as you are, you've probably anticipated what I'm about to say.
Indeed, I have. O magnificent man of metal, I worship you, and everything touched by your mighty steel fingers.
No, goodbye. Hi, how's it going, Robo-Chump?
I have an intellect second to none. I can hurt people a lot with my index finger. Business is booming, and sooner or later, I will rule the entire world. In balance, I'd say it is going pretty well.
Yeah? Let's see you climb a staircase, hotshot.
Okay, I have to ask. What is all this stuff? Like that heap of components on the counter? Is it dinner, perhaps?
It's a work in progress. The latest in my new line of home security robots. First, there was the Bus Duster. A feather duster programmed to viciously disembowel any unauthorized user.
I could sure use one of those, babies. Happens all the time over at my place. Some jerk breaks in and tidies up.
Then I created the Securadill Ultra Secure Pickle Jar. Enter the wrong combination, and the lid explodes, sending razor-sharp shrapnel searing through your flesh.
Another winner!
And now, the Toastum brand security toasting system. The ultimate answer to illicit bread browning. Should any unauthorized individual attempt to drop bread products into this toaster, boom, shakalaka, they're toast. Ha! Ha 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 ha!
You know, you'd think a guy this brilliant could come up with a better joke than that.
You think the joke was bad? Did you hear the laugh? Okay. You say you can answer any question, right? Well, I've got one for you.
You don't say.
If a tree falls in the woods, and there's no one around to hear it, does it make any sound?
Boy, that's a toughie.
What a ridiculous question. Obviously, the same sound waves would be generated, regardless of whether or not some moronic sentient being was within earshot.
Was that a yes?
You ever do any work inside the big guy's fortress?
You know, laundry, windows.
No windows. But I have created several formidable security doors. One for Nefarious himself, and one for his psychic sidekick, Misfortune.
Security doors? I don't see the challenge for a synthetic mega-ultra genius like you. I mean, give me a couple of inches of steel, stick on a lock or two, bingo bongo boongo. I got me a security door.
Ha! My doors offer far more than a rudimentary lock and key mechanism. Entry to Misfortune's chamber is controlled by a sophisticated voice analysis system. And Nefarious' door will only open if his own hand, or Misfortune's paw, is inserted into an ID scanner. Their hands are their keys. Impossible to lose, and strictly not transferable. In summary, my security doors give you far more bingo, bango, bongo for your buck.
What do you know about Nefarious' henchmen?
What do I know? Everything. I was the one Nefarious called upon to remedy their various deficiencies.
Deficiencies?
The first could not talk, the second could not see, and the third
went wee all the way home.
The third was deaf. I was commissioned to create bionic senses to make up for whatever they lacked. Thanks to me, today they are an extraordinarily powerful team of henchmen. Of course, the bionic gadgets I created are superior in every way to their own feeble, flippy, floppy body parts. A waste of technology, but no matter. When the revolution comes, my steel warriors will salvage these devices and torch the rest. The revolution I can picture it now. A barren wasteland littered with flesh-stripped skulls. A steel foot triumphantly crushing the...
All right, we get the idea. Or was your plan to bore us all to death?
See you later. Good luck with the world domination and stuff.
Luck? Luck has nothing to do with it. Why, it's only my exceptional intelligence that...
Right. See ya. Boy, this is a great book. There's all sorts of interesting stuff in here. Puzzles, stories. Say, would you like to hear a story?
Of course not.
Come on, you'll like it. It's a story about a genie. The smartest genie in the world.
He certainly couldn't be as clever as I.
No one ever stumped the genie until one day the king's sister's best friend's hairdresser came to see him.
Did she?
She asked, "What is the one question that you can't answer?"
That's nice. So, seen any good movies?
Hold on a second. See, I thought maybe I'd ask you the same thing.
Same thing? What? Same thing?
You know, what's the one question you cannot answer?
This is absurd.
Well?
It's...
You can't answer my question?
Stop it! I'm thinking. There's nothing I cannot answer. Nothing. I can't. Oh, I don't feel well. What have you done? Impudent meat puppets? What have you done? Done.
I knew he was smarter than old Bolt Brain. So what is the one question he can't answer anyway?
Oh boy. Just another example of the power of the written word. I don't have any use for the head of a broken down megalomaniacal robot. Let's take the plunger.
You blow off a guy's head and then take his plunger. Now that's low.